almost had 12 contracts in the minis. That would have been not good.
This is amazing.
All right, here we are back in 2026. Actually, a few days earlier, trading with Topstep again this year. I've chosen them as my prop firm because I still think they are the best prop firm on the market. They let me trade like a real trader. No consistency rules, pretty much no nothing. Just don't blow up the account kind of thing. Easy. I always get payouts with them. I never have to worry about my payouts getting denied, all the good stuff. Still love Topstep and trading with Topstep X, even though Topstep X has had a few issues of late. I still really like the platform. So trading with Topstep X, 150K combine to start. And I've chosen their new setup of going with the new way where you pay the additional fee, but then you don't have to pay a fee to start your funded account, your sim funded account. You just go right into it after the combine. It's a little bit more money, but it saves money in the long run. So starting out that way, looking to try to basically make a $190 investment turn into $100,000 by the end of February. So we'll see if we can do it. And I've got a new trade plan, new strategy, new everything, mostly trading at night. So this way it can better support my lifestyle. And that also means videos will come up a lot earlier in the day for you all. So yeah, let's get into tonight's trades and see what happens. Hopefully it's green right out of the gate. Most of the time I start out losing, but hopefully we can break that streak tonight. We can start out green. We shall see. Gold over here getting ready to switch. As soon as it does again, I'm going to mark up my chart and start to determine my risk so I can see how many contracts I need to get. I do my risk management through position sizing, not by where I put my stop. Okay, here we go. We got our switch. So I marked it up real quick so I can see what my risk is. 3.6. So let me pull up the My Strategy Manager now and pop it into the My Strategy Manager. So I'm looking at entry at 4369.2. At least this is what the numbers will work out to be. My stop will be at 4373.7. So that gives me on one contract 4.5 point move, $450 risk. I can risk 600. So I'm under my risk, which is great. And then let's look at the spread. The spread on gold right now is it's jumping around between 3 and 4. So now I can factor in the spread on this. So my actual risk would be about $490 when I add the spread into it. So again, one contract still puts me in a good spot, so I can trade it and good to go. Two contracts, it's at 1,000, puts me over what my acceptable risk is right now of 600. So 490. I could go over to the micros if I wanted to. MGC and get 15 contracts. 14 contracts, maybe. 13, whoa. 13, 12. So 12 contracts would get me closer to my target. So I'll switch over to the micros and I'll get my 12 contracts and that'll get me closer to the risk amount that I'm looking for a risk reward on. So I'll come over here, MGC, 10 plus 2, MGC. I used to have these linked, but I've had a difficult time linking them. Add chart link. It gives me the instructions, but then doesn't let me do it. Can never seem to link these. So we got our switch taking place here. So I'm going to go ahead and delete my remove that tool so I can draw it again when this candle stops moving. Either way, the spread between this and the close of this candle is going to stay the same, so my risk reward will not change. Over here, I can see I got about, let's go to the 2-minute chart over here so I can match. All right, new candle just opened, so now I'm going to go ahead and draw my markup. To that candle. My entry then is going to be 43695. Right click, limit sell, and I can only do groups of 10 or 15. I don't want it. I want to do 12. So I guess I don't have a choice. I'm going to be either over or under my limit. So I might as well go to the mini instead of paying for all the micros. So let's go back over here. GC. Go back to GC. Alright, so we'll just trade it off of GC. And my entry is going to be 43695. 43695. Limit sell, 1 contract. My stop is at 4374. And then my target 4356. 43562. All right, and then if I go back to the My Strategy Manager, 1 in GC, we're looking at $490. So now I can come over here, risk settings, change that to 490. That should put my stop pretty much right in the same spot, the spot it's supposed to be in. And profit, I'm going to put at 1500. And then that should automatically, that box is checked. So, and you can see I'm locked out here. So I can't change my risk settings here. So I don't get on tilt. Now if this comes up and tags me in, it should automatically put my stop pretty much in the right spot and my target pretty much in the right spot. And then hopefully it's a winner. Risking 1 to make 3. Okay, basically hitting that entry.
Order filled.
Okay, so I'm in the trade now. So my risk is really close to where it's supposed to be. 4370. And my target is just outside here. Drop it in, and then we'll see what happens. Either going to get stopped out or I'm going to win. Okay, so since I'm light on the risk, this is a place where I could add to my position right here. We've almost had 12 contracts in the minis. That would have been not good.
Order filled.
So I sold one more. So I'm 700, just a tad bit over where I should be. All right, so unfortunately I didn't record the second trade. I thought I did, but I did not. So a mistake there on my end. But basically what you're looking at on your chart right here is I jumped into my second trade, got in on the retrace, and then it boosted all the way back up and hit my target, but not until it tagged me out, stopped me out at the very penny. At the penny. There's nothing worse than being stopped out at the penny and then having it run without you. So I'm going to close out the night red, down like $1,000 and change. All good. I'm risking 1 to make 3. Tomorrow night can easily recover all of tonight. But it's good to be back. The first night starting off rough with the tradition as always. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully we can grow this account quickly. Get back on the green tomorrow night and rock and roll. All right, buddy. See you tomorrow.
Woo! This is amazing.